Okay, let's go. This is going to be a fun episode because we're looking at 5 classic hip-hop singles. I was rummaging around in my stories. Yes, I have a stories. It's got a ton of records too. And I pulled out 5 bona fide classic hip-hop singles. Now, it's not my top 5 because I know my hip-hop heads are going to be like, why didn't you mention this? Why didn't you mention that? It's just 5 hip-hop singles that are carved in stone. Let's go. Enough with the talking. One day when I was riding on the train, I see these 2 kids talking about the Nubian rain had fallen. Brand Nubian, punks jump up to get beat down. Classic. Everybody knows this is a bona fide tune. We're talking golden era. This is a tune that rings out. Come on, punks jump up to get beat down. I doubt I'm going to get much, if any, pushback on these singles I'm pulling out, especially from my hip hop heads. Check out this, Wiz. This was purchased at the Wiz. If you're from New York, you know what I'm talking about. You know this is some old school, deep in the cipher of digging in those crates. But anyway, I digress. Looking at the front door, main source. We fight every night because that's not kosher. Is that how it goes? Anyway, I reminisce of days when we were closer. However it goes, it's a classic tune. Main source, looking at the front door. These tunes are just, it's part of the hip-hop folklore. Every genre has those tracks that are just define the genre, like Jumping Jack Flash for like rock, or Anarchy in the UK for punk rock. This is hip-hop history here. The clips, grinding. Where were you when you first heard grinding? It's just a mind-blowing track. I was at a club, the DJ played this track, and I was like, this is crazy. It's going to be even crazier when the beat kicks in. And Pusha did his verse, Malice did his verse, there was no bass yet, and then Pharrell came in with this grinding, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. From gutter to gutter, from backyard to yard, I said it, whipped, unwhipped, soft or hard. Come on. The clips, grinding, one of the greatest hip-hop tracks of all time. Classic video too. Come on now. Listen. Let's give it a 2 seconds. Let's just look at it and pay homage, man. We're just going to look at it. Halloween fell on the evening. Me and Ghetto Boys were trick-or-treating. Shout out to Bushwick Bill. Rest in peace. Ghetto Boys, my mind's playing tricks on me. Classic tune. It's one of those tunes that's just like, it just rings out, man. Almost beyond hip-hop. It's just an American, this should be in the American Museum of, it should be in the, what's it called, the Smithsonian. This record should be in the Smithsonian. It's just one of those. Mind's playing tricks on me by the Ghetto Boys. I've got to go down south. Come on now. Can't just keep it East Coast all the time. But we're back on the East Coast. Now, I don't have a top 5. I do have a top 5, but I'm not going to mention my top 5 because that would be a whole debate. But this would be in my top 5. I got so much trouble on my mind. Refuse to lose. This track, the production on this record is absolutely mind-blowing. I've listened to this record thousands of times, and every time I guarantee I hear something new in the production. Public Enemy, arguably the greatest hip-hop group of all time. And Welcome to the Terror Dome is one of the greatest hip-hop tracks of all time. So important on so many levels. All of these tracks are important on so many levels. We've got to preserve this hip-hop culture. This is what I'm talking about. Good Fine Records is the label. Hi-Fi Recluse is the group. And we're talking hip-hop. You know I'm a B-boy at heart. Come on now. Let's get it.